Good morning. I sit here this morning at some points just holding back the tears, and I don't really think that they've actually flowed yet, but they seem like they're right there ready to flow. As I ponder what I've been pondering all morning since I woke up, and as I do every morning, I meditate and contemplate, observe myself and my feelings. And today what's on my mind, what's in my heart, is the concept of detachment. Are we supposed to detach from everything, or are we supposed to stand firmly in the truth? You see, I realize that the ninth wave brings everything to the surface very quickly, in rapid succession. Everything that has been hidden and denied manifests in our lives, collectively and individually. Spiritual teachers have long advocated not being attached to the outcome. The message is often surrender. Is that always the proper thing to do? Or are we justified in saying no? Didn't mean to startle you there. No is a very important word. One that humans have often had difficulty in saying, because often we have surrendered. Even when we've been attached to the outcome, we've surrendered to what we experienced as a greater force, and it has often operated with force. I have the sense that many times in my life I surrendered. When I say in my life, I'm talking about the life of my soul through many identifications. And I know the identifications are not me. Even this one, even Ron Van Dyke, this is not who I am. It's who I am expressing right now, or more precisely, what I am expressing right now in this lifetime, in this unique set of circumstances. And what are the unique set of circumstances for me is also true for you. Not that my circumstances are yours, but your circumstances, our circumstances, belong to us. They were created specially for this time, when everything in this ninth wave, everything gets a chance to reach a completion. I'm convinced that that is true in my heart. But what I also realize is true is that all of our belief systems, everything we've ever been taught is the way it's supposed to be, are being challenged right now. We talked about this in the meeting last night with Christopher Timms, where we were discussing earth changes. The biggest changes that are happening right now is the awakening. The evolution of human consciousness is changing, and all earth changes are being precipitated by the changes in human consciousness. So that as we in human consciousness realize all the lies that we've been told, especially the ones that we've told ourselves, we realize that we are not victims, even when it has appeared that we were. We realize that life does manifest what's inside of us on the outside. We're realizing spiritually that that's what that means. Now, do some people not get it yet? Yeah, most people don't get it yet. But it's still the truth. And there are way showers and light bringers and teachers that are spreading this message. I'm one of them. It's my job. I feel good about it. I feel like I'm in the place that I was destined to be at this time. I feel like the home that I'm living in is the place where I'm destined to work from at this time. Are these permanent situations? Of course not. The only thing that's permanent is that there will be changes coming, and that they are coming in rapid succession this year. This year, everything accelerates. We've talked about that before. Last year, as I was able to stand in my power and reclaim my sovereignty, which was always mine, but I didn't know it was always mine. I had forgotten. I had played a victim. I had allowed other people and belief systems and ideas to rule and dominate my life. And I learned last year how to say no. I was actually learning it for a long time, but last year I succeeded in saying no to the system. Saying, no, you're not going to bring me into the courtroom and make me a laughing stock or a point of criticism, lying about me, painting me as something that I'm not in this lifetime. And I say in this lifetime because everything that they would be able to paint me as, I've probably been in some lifetime. I'm not probably, I'm sure of it. I've done everything in my soul's journey that could possibly be done, both good and bad. But I wasn't willing to go into that atmosphere. I said no, and the court backed down. And I saw that as a tremendous victory. And then this year I started doing these videos, and I started telling people the truth about what's happening in our world. Truth that a lot of people don't want to hear, still to this day, don't want to hear it. But it doesn't change it. It's still the truth of what's happening in our world. And as someone that has been long taught spiritual principles, I mean, all of my life, spiritual principles is what it's been all about. All of my life, I have doubted myself, questioned myself. What am I supposed to do here? What is the right thing? What is God's will for me? And so much of my lifetime, I've felt not good enough. Like no matter what I did, it just wasn't enough. No matter what I reached out for, I couldn't quite grasp it. I've spent much of this lifetime wrestling with these things. So the principle of detachment that Christopher talked about last night, I mean, really hit home and produced meditation after the meeting and again this morning, because he talked about the martial arts and how when he was young, it was all about being a good offense and then a good defense. And then in Kung Fu, he learned to just let the energy of the apparent enemy, to let that energy just flow. Just let it flow, let it do its thing. And even as I say those words, I look at what's happening in the court system, not just in my life, but countless millions of times around the globe, where the system that is deceptive and fraudulent and built on lie upon lie upon lie, with the force of police and military to back up the lies, with the propaganda of some of the best developed media in the history of the world and the best technologies in the world. These all seem to be arrayed against the development of human consciousness, the evolution of our souls. And the system doesn't even recognize the souls. They don't even want to recognize that we are sovereign beings. They don't want to recognize it. Am I supposed to be detached? Are you supposed to be detached from the outcome? Or is our job to stand firm in the truth and say no to the establishment? That's where I am right now. I'm not going to allow the establishment to walk over me without offering some resistance. I don't think that would be living from my heart, even though there's a part of me in my heart, a little voice, mind chatter, saying, just surrender, Ron. Why fight it? Why fight it? Why? Because I believe that that's what I'm supposed to do. And when I say fight it, I don't mean that I'm attacking the lawyers or the courts or the government or the police. I'm not planning any revolt or rebellion in the sense of an offensive move. But it's time to defend, for me, it's time to defend my natural God-given rights, my unalienable rights. It's time to stand up firmly and let the court know, let the police know, let the government know, let anybody know that's been perpetuating this lie of victimizer victimhood, that it's not going to work anymore. I'm not detached from the outcome in this one, folks, and I don't choose to be. I don't choose to be. We've had enough years, enough lifetimes of playing these silly, stupid, insane roles. It's time to stop it. Now, the energies, I truly believe, are here to support us in that. One lady advised me yesterday, Ron, stop talking about these things. It's only making them angrier. They're only going to come after you worse because of what you're doing. And I don't know how to dissipate that energy of what they will do because of their response to me, because they don't like what I'm saying. And I know I'm saying they, and I know it's me. I know that. I'm not unaware. I'm more aware than I've ever been in my entire life. And so are you. Most of you, many of you. There's still a lot of unawareness, but there's an awful lot of awareness happening all the time. People waking up every single day. Every single day, people are remembering who you are. You're remembering that you're a child of God, that you're infinite and eternal, and that you're here to play out a drama. It's the shifting of the ages. It's the changing of the guard. It's the ascent of truth and the descent of lies. And we must say no to the lies. We must say no to the fraud. We must say no to the oppression. We must say no to the inhumanity that has been perpetrated upon each other by we on the other and the other on us for as long as we can remember. That's been the nature of life. It's changing now. And we can't be detached and not care about the outcome. This outcome is important. This is a statement to the cosmos that we remember who we are and that we're willing to stand in the truth together as a community. And this time, turn the tables upside down, chasing out the money changers and the fraud that they have perpetrated on the human family as long as we can remember. I leave you with these thoughts today in the hope that it is encouraging to you. I'm going to go over the 15-minute mark My friend Kirk Nugent has a video, I No Longer Write About Depression. I posted it on my Facebook page yesterday. I saw it for the first time. And I cried, and my heart sang for joy as I posted on Facebook. He tells a story. No wonder I love this guy. He's an amazing man. And I encourage you to go to my Facebook page and see that post. And let it speak to your heart. He's one of the way showers like me, like many others. And we're not detached. Love does not detach. Love attaches itself with meaning and with purpose to all that is happening. And it's this attachment of love to the outcome that changes the world. Namaste.